Hi, Cohasset. I am Select Board member Corey Evans, and this is a quick recap of the June 22nd Select Board meeting. It is the morning after. It was a 6:30 to 10 after 10:30 meeting, so I didn't quite have the energy to get this video done last night, but here we are. As always, this is not necessarily in the order of the agenda, but just kind of in reorder for how I think this video will flow the best. We did begin last night's meeting with a new tradition. We are going to be inviting members of the community that are either veterans or active service members, people who serve the community in different ways or a variety of ways, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. We think that this is an important way to highlight members of the community and invite new faces into the room. Including the community in anything is always a benefit. So I'm excited for that new tradition here on the Select Board. We also began the meeting with two very important proclamations. We officially declared that June is Pride Month in Cohasset, and we also recognize officially the Juneteenth holiday. These are things that have been done. Juneteenth, at least, has been done on the federal and the state level. Pride Month is clearly an important thing to a lot of members of our community, and it was time for us to do that as well. So I want to thank my other members of the board for being supportive of these important declarations, important recognitions. I want to thank the chair, Carrie Thompson, for bringing these to us so that we could speak as one. And I'm really proud of how we handled that. So thank you, everybody. Thanks for everybody who's out there working to make a more equal and loving world. Your work is important. So thank you. We also had an update from the town emergency management. The pandemic, I don't want to say is over, but largely the hard parts of it are behind us. We as a town are doing great on the vaccine front, even in the younger populations who have just been open to the vaccine. We've had either 0 or 1 case per week for the last few weeks. So we're really doing great as a community. And that overall, we survived quite well. And that's because we as a community made a lot of important personal choices and sacrifices to keep ourselves safe. I expressed that one of the reasons I love Cohasset, one of the reasons I moved here over 10 years ago was the feeling of being safe here. Whether it's when people say hi to you on the street or let you cross the road, people care for each other. And I think our response to the COVID-19 pandemic reflected that. And the fact that we now can enjoy our summer together on the beach, on the boat, downtown, having dinner, really reflects the fact that we took this seriously and kept each other safe. So I'm just grateful to the Cohasset community for being part of the process that got us to, I think right now, a pretty good place. We also had a few event applications that we approved. So yeah, events are back, which is super amazing and exciting to hear from. We approved the application for the 3 beach minimum half marathon. It's a half marathon that runs from Nantasket Beach through Cohasset into Scituate and then back. That's going to be at the end of September. So that's exciting. I did ask the race organizers to meet with us a little bit later to discuss some creative ways to rope in or to include some Cohasset businesses in their race. This is something that I've been talking about for the last year. We have a lot of really cool events in town, but they don't necessarily connect always with the businesses in town. And if we are going to be inviting events to use our beautiful roads, our beautiful town, we should really be encouraging events or event participants to utilize and take advantage of some of the great small businesses we have in town. The second thing we approved was the application for the South Shore Arts Center to do 2 awesome things. One is a hybrid in-person and online arts fair. And it's going to basically consist of art installations on the Common that you are free to walk around and look, as well as an online portal where you can purchase different things that usually would be displayed on the Common. It's a really brilliant way to keep both the in-person as well as keep people safe and allow the business of the arts fair to happen in a new way. That's really exciting. We also approved the South Shore Arts Festival to have a movie night. That's going to happen on Friday, July 23rd. They're going to set up a large inflatable outdoor screen in front of the Second Congregational Church on the Common, on the north side of the Common. They're going to have food trucks, maybe a beverage truck, They're going to sell blankets so that you can kind of camp out outside with your family and watch a movie. The movie's going to be Moonstruck, which just is a great call. So applause on that one. And I also online, if you follow me on Twitter, I posted the drawing that the South Shore Arts Center gave or submitted to us with our packet application. It is just an incredible, I'll bring it here on the screen, just incredible drawing. I'm not an artistic person, so the fact that somebody drew this is just blows my mind away. And if all future event permits could come with such artwork, I would appreciate it. I'm just kidding. Anyway, that is approved, and I'm excited, and hopefully I will see you all out there. We also discussed with a production company their request to do some filming in Cohasset at the end of July. The details are a little bit up in the air still, but largely it's going to involve a house on Margin Ave and Margin Street, and then it's going to do a little bit of a drive up and down the road towards Sandy Beach. There may also be some fireworks over the harbor. We're looking to get more details on that. That way we know times and hours. That way the community isn't disrupted and we can all, stay safe in this whole thing. It doesn't sound like it's going to be really any disruption for the town, but you may see some commotion at the end of July, and that is because of this filming event. So excited for also Cohasset to be involved in filming. It's a beautiful place, and it's just really exciting to see it on the big screen. Speed limit and safety update was also given to us last night. We approved a new overlay map, which made certain streets 30 miles per hour, so obviously above the 25 mile an hour base speed limit. Again, 25 mile an hour base speed limit was passed a few months back, and that basically sets the base limit. So if there's no sign on the road that says otherwise, it's 25 miles an hour. And that applies to your local neighborhood road, wherever that may be. However, there are some roads which are kind of more thoroughfares, which we thought was appropriate to give a higher speed limit to. So that includes North Main Street, South Main Street, Norman Todd Road, Beechwood Street, Forest Ave. Those types of roads are now going to be 30 miles per hour. So basically, there are no roads in town outside of 3A that are above 30 miles per hour. And these roads you can go a little bit faster on. Kind of the next phase of traffic safety is to improve traffic safety around the common. So we discussed some options, including creating a more substantial island coming into town off of North Main Street, coming south off North Main Street. There's that little painted area that's kind of a temporary testing zone to see if we could turn equipment, and if see if an island there would be disruptive to fire trucks or anything like that. But it seems like it's worked okay. So we're discussing some options about how to encourage people to slow down as they're coming down the hill on North Main Street into the common. That's an area where people tend to go quite fast, and that's right where you're getting kids and schools and all that kind of stuff. So we talked about some options there. We also talked about adding some LED speed limit signs. The chief, the Cohasset Police Chief Quigley, floated the idea for LED signs in different areas of town. The select board agreed with that they'd be appropriate on Forest Avenue. However, we also think that we should do a little bit more thinking about how to improve things downtown. Think about this holistically. May include LED signs, may include other traffic calming measures, islands or bump outs, those kind of things. So we asked the chief to keep developing the downtown plan and to come back to us with a revised plan with more of our input. I've heard from a lot of residents about downtown safety, especially from parents who have their kids at either the community center or the nursery school downtown. And this is top of mind, and we want to do this right. So thanks for everyone for your input on this, and thanks for, if you have any other ideas on this front, please feel free to send them to me, and we'll incorporate them in our overall plan forward. The Select Board also approved a set of questions for our legal RFQ process. As I mentioned a few weeks ago, we are reviewing our town council, which are just our lawyers, our representation. We have a variety of different lawyers that are represented in different places. However, we've never had a process to do I would say, regular review of these, and I think that's important. A regular review will be sure that we are, paying the correct rate, that we are getting the best and the brightest that we can at any given time, and to be sure that we don't find ourselves behind in any one field. We have a lot of new needs in this town. especially as development has increased, and we need to be sure that we are fully supported by world-class legal team to be sure that Cohasset is treated properly. So I want to thank both the chair, Carrie Thompson, as well as our newest member, Jean Healy-Dippold. They took a lot of input from a lot of people, and they were able to synthesize the word. I'm stealing that from my colleague Diane Kennedy. Synthesize all that input into a really clear and concise set of questions, which are just hit the nail on what information we want to get at. Member Healy-Dippold said that a lot of the questions she phrased in a way that will elicit in-depth responses, and I couldn't agree with that more. I thought the wordsmithing that was done there was just brilliant. So excellent work on that front, and I think we're going to be in a really good place moving forward because of the work they did. We also got an update from the town finance director, Don Piot. Basically, FY 2021 is wrapping up, and the town is looking pretty good. For a pandemic year, a lot of the local receipts, as budgeted, are meeting their targets. There was a lot of conservative budgeting done for FY 2021, and that just means that we're in a good place today. So there are a few funds that have done better, obviously water and sewer because of usage fees. Those are usage fees based funds in everyone's home. So those two funds were looking quite healthy this year. The other funds are on target. So again, while 2021 by no means was a blockbuster year, financially the town survived, and I think is a good place going forward. All right, that's it. Again, this is a long meeting, and if there's stuff that I left out, my apologies. Let me know if you have any questions about the meeting or anything that happened during it. I'll have my email information pop up in a second. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your support. Please enjoy the warm weather. Our next meeting is in 2 weeks, and I'll give you an update then. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.